This is a picture of a beautiful lady, but she looks angry because of all the marks, blemishes and pimples on her skin. Exactly, I'll solve that and make her skin look smooth and flawless using an amazing action that I have created. Trust me, this will make your retouching work so much easier. Download the action from the link in the description and watch this short video to learn how to apply it, because there are 3 parts on the action. So I recommend you watch the video. I personally use this action for my retouching work. I have lots of other resources which I will definitely share with you. Please consider subscribing my channel. I'll keep uploading awesome resources, tips and tutorials like this and share all my learning with you. So basically this action will do all the hard work for you automatically, and you just need to adjust some values according to your image. So if you look at this image, the face is full of blemishes and pimples. If you try to smooth that manually using patch tool or healing brush tool, it might take hours and it will be very monotonous task to do. But using this action, you can achieve wonderful results within a minute. When I dive into the practical example, you will see. So this is the image where I will be applying the skin softening action. So first of all, let's open the image on Photoshop, and first I need to load the action. So you will find the link in the description to download the action. So download it and then load the action. So first I'll go to Windows and then Action to load the actions panel. So I load the action first. Okay, basically this action is divided into 3 parts. Like I said, part 1 is for skin softening, part 2 is for more skin softening, and part 3, which is optional, is for sharpening the image. And for most of the image, part 1 is enough to make the skin smooth, and then you can apply part 3 to add sharpness. But if your image is complex like mine, then you need to apply part 1 first and then part 2 for more smoothing, and then part 3 is optional for adding sharpness. First, I will recommend you to remove any big marks on the face. So as you can see, the face is full of pimples, but some of them are very big. For example, this one. Let me remove that using spot healing brush tool. I click on the Alt button and click on any clean area and then just brush over the affected area. So it is very easy. Click Alt click on any clean area and then brush over the affected area. Basically we are sampling from clean areas to affected areas. So I think it's okay now to apply the action. So I will run part 1 first. Look what happens. It will guide you step by step. It will show you message what to do. You do not need to worry about anything. So it will basically guide you to complete the action perfectly. So first message is keep increasing the radius of Gaussian blur. Stop when you start to see some colors of the image appearing. So what I'll do is press continue and I keep increasing the radius until I start to see some skin color. By now I can see all the pimples. Let me increase. See, we start to see halos and we start to see the color of the skin. So I think 27 is a good number. I press OK. Now increase Gaussian blur radius to bring back the skin texture. So I hit continue and keep increasing the radius. See, we are getting back the skin texture. I think 6 is a good number. I think 6. Okay. And now, important thing, paint over the skin where you want to add smoothness. It also shows you a message that if you want to add more smoothness, select part 2 and click play button to continue the action, like I said. Else play part 3 to add sharpness to skin texture and complete the action. So since our image is a complex one, so I will need to apply part 2. But before that, let me stop it and paint over the skin. As you can see, it is applying smoothness. Basically, we're applying the softening effect of part 1. We're using a mask to control where exactly we want to apply the effect. This is why I say this action is amazing, because you have full control. You paint over the areas where you want to add softening, and later on, if you're not happy with any result, you can come back. It is a smart object and you can change the values from here, change the opacity and control everything. So part 1 is done. Still we can see some minor marks here and there. We can use spot healing brush tool to do this, but why not try part 2, because we have more softening. So let's try part 2. Okay, it says increase the radius of high pass filter to add smoothness to skin. Okay, I keep increasing the radius until I see these marks vanish. Okay, now I do not see any marks. I think 9 is a good number. Press OK. Now increase the Gaussian blur radius to bring back the skin texture. Okay, we also need to bring back the skin texture, so I think 4 is okay. Now paint over the skin area again, like we did on the part 1. We need to paint over where we want to add smoothness. Like, we do not want smoothness on eyes, on eyebrows, on lips. So those are the areas we should keep intact. That is why we need to use the mask, so that we can apply the smoothness to the specific areas where we need to add it. We do not need to add it everywhere on the face. So now that I have applied it, now part 3 is optional. We are done with smoothing effect. Now part 3 is optional. If you want to add sharpness, you can use this, or you can do your own ways of adding sharpness to your image. There are lots of ways how you can add sharpness, but since we are using the action, let's add sharpness and Again, we need to increase the radius. I think 1.5 is and paint over the areas where we want to add sharpness. So will be completed now. Please, if this video is helpful, please subscribe to my channel, and for more awesome actions like this, for Photoshop tips and tutorials, I have lots of resources. I will keep sharing one by one gradually. I will share all my learning with you guys, so consider subscribing for more videos like this. Okay, now we stop the action here and paint over the areas where we want to add. See, we're adding sharpness. Wherever we paint, we add sharpness. So now look at this. Look at the skin texture intact. This is the before, this is the after. So much difference. This is the before, this is the after. That is why I love this action.